Hi everyone, today I wanted to share with you some new traveler's notebooks that I just made. These are some covering up some May books that I have, which I will show you in just a moment. Now I wanted to show you, this is my regular size of traveler's notebook that I carry around as my planner in my wallet. And as you can see, the ones that I just made are just a little bit wider. They are the same height, perfectly the same height, but just wider. So these I just made out of a piece of leather. I've been making some traveler's notebooks for myself and my family, but these are the only three that I have for myself. And the reason like I said, I wanted to make these is not because I'm trying to collect a whole bunch of traveler's notebooks, but I needed a solution on how to contain the May books that I've been buying over the last couple years. So I have these divided up into different sections. These just happen to be my either home or things that I need to be productive with. So that's the green one. And then the turquoise one is my personal one, which I have the Tim Holtz metal tags on both of these. And then I've got my pineapple charm on my personal one, since I have loved pineapples for decades. And then on my house one, I just have my busy bee. And if you're interested, I wanted to show you the paint that I used. This is called Eco Flow, and it's by the Tandy Leather Factory. The turquoise is literally called turquoise, and then the green is Kelly green. These are eco-friendly paints that are made specifically for leather. And I actually have a Tandy Leather Factory in my town. I live in a smaller metropolitan city, and I have a Tandy Leather Factory, which I was shocked by. They are also online if you're interested in that. So let me show you my personal, we'll start with my personal one with the notebooks. Now if you're not familiar with May Books, they are a company that are known for their notebooks. They do have other products. These notebooks you can pick from so many different covers on the outside. I can't even keep up with how many there are, but they have dots and stripes and solids and patterns and a bunch of different things that you can think of. Now what I'm going to show you, many of those are going to be discontinued, and that's one of the good and bad things about the May Designs company, is that they pull in and out different designs all the time. They do occasionally bring back some of their discontinued ones, but that's just something to keep in mind. So you are able to choose the outside. This right here, they have 8 different shapes that you can choose from. They have right here with either a monogram or words that you choose to have on there. There's 26 different typography styles, which is fonts, obviously. And they have these colors, the background colors, there's 32 different ones to choose from. So the sky's the limit on this, on what you want to write and how you want to design this. Each notebook is 5 inches across and 8 inches tall. The average pages are 80 pages per notebook. Some of the agendas have a few more than that. And they have a soft canvas cover, which is like cardstock. And that's one of the motivations why I wanted to make traveler's notebooks, because they're sturdy, but yet they're not durable, if that makes sense. So with cardstock, as you know, it might fray or get worn on the sides or even sometimes rip. So I needed a way to contain these as well as to help them be more durable and protected. So each notebook that I show you, they range from $20 to $26, and the average price is going to be $23. That's what most of them are going to be. And which to me is expensive, honestly. The reason I think that these are so popular is because they are so versatile, and you can be so creative and choose your insides and your outsides and the monograms and the colors. I think that's one of the reasons they're so popular. But they do go regular to go on sale for 40% off, and that's when I have bought all of mine. I'm going to show you it's May Books, and their website is maydesigns.com. Now the insides, there are 18 different types of inside that you can choose from. Obviously they're going to have lines, they have graphs, they have dots, health and fitness, academic agendas, budgets, meal planners, wedding, pregnancy, baby. I mean, so many things to choose from. They used to have, I'll show you one that they used to have that they don't anymore. But you can customize everything. The other good thing about them is you can preview what you're getting right away. So sometimes, for instance, if you're ordering, say, an Erin Condren notebook and that's supposed to be personalized and customizable, you don't really know what that's going to look like until you actually get your notebook in the mail. With these, you can preview everything right away and see how the font and the colors are going to look together. So that's a huge plus in my book. So like I said, over the years I've gotten some. So in my personal book I have 4, which I just have the one I just showed you, which is lines. This is another line. This one is the graph. And then this is the one I was talking about that's been discontinued, which is calligraphy. They do have a handwriting notebook that's probably geared more towards children, but I know a lot of adults who are working on their handwriting that would work as well. And this is something that you're not going to be able to see on the website, which I wanted to show you, is the difference between the lines and the graph. As you can see, the lines are a lot bigger. I don't know if they're considered wide ruled, but they are definitely not college ruled. They're more on the wide side. And then the graph is obviously a lot smaller. So if you have smaller handwriting, if I had everything to do all over again, I would not be getting the lines. I would only be getting the graphs or the dots for just my blank pages that I want to write in. So that's something to consider. Let me get this in here. It's really easy to put in and out. And then I wanted to show you just from the side that the blue one, the turquoise, has 4 books in it, and since I have 9, my home one has 5 in it. So it's just a little bit wider, but not too much. With my home one, I've got the budgeting one, which I will show you. They do have previews of the inside pages on their website, which is another good thing, but it's another thing to see it in real life. This is a 2-page spread over 2 pages, if that makes sense. So each month for your budget is going to comprise of 4 different pages. So this is your budget divided up by categories. This is your spending and budget goals by categories, savings, notes, and confessions, which I don't know what you're confessing. You should be confessing everything already. This is the dots. This is the grocery one, which has a weekly horizontal, and it has check boxes for whether you're going to stay, go, or pick up your meal. Grocery list, and then notes. This is the weekly agenda, which again is going to be horizontal. Things to do, errands to run, and just things that you can't forget. This is something I bought. This is for basically my pre-planning of my planning, if that makes sense. It will be to an organizer, but I wouldn't use this as my main planner, but I like to kind of lay things out sometimes and see if it's, something's going to work on a certain day or whatever. So that's the reason I bought that. And then this one is another of the graph. The other thing to keep in mind with these agendas, like the weekly and the budget, it has more than a year's worth in there. I would say it probably has a year and a half worth of pages in there. So that's another thing that is good about the May pages. Now, I do know that some people have cut down, like my regular size notebook, they've cut their May books down to that regular size. I personally don't like this. I think that, even though these are $23, and even though I've gotten them 40% off, I still think they're a little bit pricey to be cutting down. I want to get my entire money's worth, so I don't cut mine down, and that's one of the reasons I made these New Traveler's notebooks to fit them. I don't know if I said the dimensions yet, but the regular Traveler's notebook is going to be 8.5 inches tall and 10 inches wide, and then these May books are going to be the same height, 8.5 inches by 11.5 inches wide. So that 1.5 inches makes all the difference in the world. And I don't know if you can see, but it leaves about, I'm going to say, 1/4 of an inch around all the edges, so it's just perfect. This one sits out a little bit because it doesn't have an elastic. I do know that you can get another elastic and make it work, but I just haven't done that yet. I do have, and the other thing about cutting them down, that would work for all your blank books, but for instance, with something like your menu planner, if you start cutting this down, it would be okay over here. but when you get to this page, you're going to cut off this whole section. And so that's an issue with me. I don't like that, especially with the budget book. You're going to cut down all the places that have lines to put the line items for your money. So again, not an option for me. And on the outside, if you're going to be cutting it down right here, then this right here, your monogram, the thing that you work so hard on and it makes it personalized for you, that's going to be off center. So I think that again would bother a lot of people, which is another reason why I wanted to make these and contain them. I don't have, well, I shouldn't say that. I have plans maybe to buy 1 or 2 more. I'm thinking about buying maybe the health and fitness one, but I for sure want to buy the adult coloring book. For one, I really like that. I've been doing adult coloring books now for quite a few months. And also because I have 9, they're not quite, that's an odd number to me. I like even numbers. So I would like to have 5 in each book. But I like this. I'm really glad that I was able to come up with this, and there's a lot of creative people that helped me come up with the dimensions and everything over the internet. So I really love their YouTube videos. Thank you so much. And I'm in One Book July, as I mentioned, maybe earlier, maybe I didn't, but I have my wallet and my planner in my regular size notebook. I'm not currently using these, but I think because they're contained and they're all in one book and they're divided up by category, I think I'm going to actually use these a lot more. It's going to be easier to grab and go. So anyway, I just thought I'd share a quick review of the May books. They're very popular. So many people like them. I do enjoy them as well. They're contained in my traveler's notebooks. I think that's a much better solution. Anyway, I hope this helps, and I will thank you for watching, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.